Great Spirit, saints and sages of all times, of all places, O ye pathmakers of old, Namaste. Ancestors, ancestors, ancestors of our bloodlines and all of the lineages to whom we attune. Namaste. O ye beings of the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether. Namaste. Om Shri Babaji Ya Namaha. Om Shri Lahiri Mahasayaji Ya Namaha. Om Shri Yukateshwarji Ya Namaha. Om Shri Paramahansa Yoganandaji Ya Namaha. Om Shri Sheliji Ya Namaha. Om Shri Goswami Kriyanandaji Ya Namaha. Most beloved and precious Ishtadevata, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, Namaste. Be with us. May our time together be blessed. May we become an ever greater blessing unto life. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Namaste. Welcome to our Sangha. Welcome to my heart. Do you remember Narada? The wise, mischievous sage Narada. He was walking along one day with Lord Krishna. Narada, the great devotee of Lord Krishna. And they were taking a walk in the forest. And in the way of an intimate disciple, he decided he was going to ask Krishna a question. And so he does. Krishna, Krishna, tell me, why do you have such a fond place in your heart for these householders, all these people who are out in the world? You seem to care very much for them. In fact, sometimes I think you give them more preference than me, who devotes all my time to you. What's the big deal with them? And Krishna says, Narada, take this lamp. Now, I'd like you to walk around the temple 3 times and keep that fire lit. Okay. And as Narada leaves the temple, Lord Krishna calls to the wind and says, do your best, do your best. And Narada starts to walk and the wind begins to blow. Narada bends over the light and is holding on to the light. Takes his hands and his coat and is holding, trying to cover the light, holding carefully, covering the light. and walks around the temple once. Ooh, he doesn't know if he's going to make it. Walks around 2 times, and the wind blows and blows and blows until Narada has his cape over his head to cover the lantern, to keep the light lit. And as soon as he's gone 3 times, and he reaches the feet of Lord Krishna, the wind dies down. And Narada says, "My lord, I don't know what you did, but here's the lantern." And Krishna says, "Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, tell me, Narada, I know that most days you walk through the day chanting my name. I know you are devoted. I know that you do your mantra, you do your meditation, you do your practice." Yes, yes. How many times did you chant my name when you were walking around the temple, trying to keep the light lit? I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't. I didn't even think of you. I was so busy trying to keep the light lit that it slipped my mind to chant the mantra, and it slipped my mind to think of your name. And Lord Krishna said, "This is the life of the householder. They're so busy. They're so busy learning the lessons of the earth, learning to live with each other, learning to be kinder and more compassionate to each other, taking care of feeding their bodies and cooking and getting their food and finding their housing and washing their clothes and doing their dishes, and then all the fun they've created for themselves, watching their movies and reading their books, that they oftentimes only turn to me a few minutes a day. And I think, Narada, that those few minutes a day that they turn to me are important. Because in the midst of the winds of their lives, they remember to turn to the divine. When the wind is blowing them, they do remember to turn. And thus I honor them and respect them. You and I, we're householders. This lineage of Kriya Yoga, of which I am a part, of which many of you are a part, is a householder lineage. A lineage which is comprised of souls, of people who live upon the earth, who live in the world, if you will. We're not living in isolation. And thus, we must find a way, or ways, to turn to the divine, to turn to your chosen form of the divine, your Ishtadevata, to devote your life to your spiritual practice within the world in which you are living. One must say what needs to be done and how can I do it so that I can blend in with my environment, that I'm not standing out and making everybody think, oh, he's holy, or oh, she's holy, or oh, look what they're doing, but rather what needs to be done. Well, we're very fortunate that there have been so many practices left to us to assist us, to assist in helping to incorporate spiritual practice into the daily life so that the spiritual practice permeates the daily life. The spiritual practice is a sutra that runs through the daily life so that when the winds blow, we still have that thread of the spiritual practice. Now, you may not be able to sit and chant for an hour in the morning, an hour midday, an hour at night. What? You can chant once. You can wake up in the morning and shut your eyes. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Doesn't take maybe 10 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. 1 Om, 2 seconds. Quiet the mind, turn inward, focus the mind, and chant the mantra. Om. Om. A-U-M. The mantra that is referred to in all sacred Eastern texts of India, Mother India. Om. The sound that the universe makes in its totality. Om. You can wake up in the morning and chant Om. You're waiting at the stoplight in your car. Maybe you don't chant it out loud because there are others with you. Maybe you do. You're by yourself. You're at the stoplight. Om. It's noontime. You're going to go have your lunch. And before you eat, you place your hands into blessing mudra. Yeah, here. On either side. Or you place it here before you're ready to drink. Om. On the side of your plate before you're ready to eat. Om. Your mind will become quiet. A sense of peace will radiate through your being. You will have taken your practice and in droplets scattered it through your day. Every time you pick up a glass of water, to sip a glass of water or your cup of tea, Om. Every time you sit down to have a meal, Om. And before you go to sleep at night, Om. My goodness, by the time you finish the end of your day, you probably will have chanted Om 4 times, 3 times. Some days, if you're really lucky, maybe 10 or 12 or 15 times. And as you do this, it begins to grow and grow and grow and grow. The Om grows of itself. It self-seeds, if you will. And you will find that as you walk through the day, there are more pockets of time that you can stop and say, Om. You're on your way someplace. Om. You're waiting for something. Don't turn your phone on and flip through. Turn and chant internally. Om. Now you can add to this. There are many ancillary practices to the chanting of Om. Many practices that will grow and feed the Om. But what are you trying to do? You're trying to say, well, I want to sprinkle through my day, through my night, some spiritual practice that is going to carry my practice, my devotion, throughout the whole day. This begins with your intent. What do you want? You want to be happy? I hope so. I hope so. You want to be happier? I hope so. You want to let go of and dissolve away the feelings of anger and resentment, the feelings of disappointment? I hope so. And feed hope, compassion, kindness? Yes, you can do that. Just take the Om. One of the many practices. Just take the Om and carry it through. Maybe you'd rather enhance it. Maybe you'd rather have it Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And you are not only chanting the Om, but you are radiating that sense of peace of the Shanti. You are radiating forward. And thus, you take the practices and you scatter them throughout your day. You weave them throughout the day. And it is easiest when we create the habit of the first thought in the morning and the last thought before we slip off to sleep. What is the thought you want to think? Well, think Om. Think Om when you wake up in the morning. Think Om before you go to sleep at night. Or Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. What else might you do? What other Kriya practice is there that you might take? Well, there's a beautiful practice that's used in many traditions. A practice of loving kindness. And you decide that every time you go into work, everybody that you encounter, you're going to mentally bless them with the loving kindness meditation or affirmation or prayer, if you will. Really, it is more of a bringing together of your mind energies, your spiritual energies, and sending forth those energies in a positive format for the other person. And it's very simple. May you be mentally happy. May you be physically happy. May you be safe. May you have ease of well-being. You walk in the building to go to work, and you think that. First person you see, you think that. The receptionist is there, maybe. Maybe you walk into the building and you see, the first person you see is somebody who works next to you. And you greet them, and then you mentally offer this to them. May you be mentally happy. May you be physically happy. May you be safe. May you have ease of well-being. Another variation is, may all be calm. May all be peace-filled. May all be bliss-filled. May all be goodness. So you offer that before you walk into your office. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You go to the grocery store. You offer that, those affirmations as you're going to the grocery store. You decide that every person that you see during the day, or maybe it's too much to do it for you during the day. Maybe you say, every person I see for this 15 minutes, I'm going to offer this loving kindness to. Maybe it's every person that I see for this 5 minutes, I'm going to offer this loving kindness to. Maybe it's every person whose image arises in my mind, I'm offering loving kindness to. Every person I think of, I'm offering loving kindness to. Something will happen. You will find that you'll look in the mirror one day and you'll offer loving kindness. Every person that you see, you offer loving kindness to. Let the first person be that whom you see in the mirror when you wake in the morning. Now, we know that life has a lot of winds to it, a lot of waves. And these waves make us as humans very busy, very, very busy. And many of you are in younger ages, younger years of your life, when you are working so very hard to achieve that which you wish to achieve. Some of you were working full-time and going to school. I remember those days. And driving long distances to do so. Some of you were working multiple jobs. Some of you are raising children. Some of you are later on in your life where you have more time. Your spiritual practice should be focused to meet the needs of your life at this time. And now you read a book, listen to a podcast is probably more like it, and somebody talks about the monks that chant for an hour every day or 2 hours every day. Or sit and meditate, and somebody tells you they meditate for 5 hours a day. They're not meditating. They're sitting and concentrating, perhaps. They're maybe doing practices, but the effortless meditation, it's not done for these long periods of time. The mind needs to come back again and again and again to that state of meditation. Doesn't matter. Don't compare yourself to them. Don't compare yourself to the other. It doesn't matter if he's sitting for half an hour a day, or an hour a day, or 10 minutes a day, or not at all. What matters is what you can do, what you are able to do, what you are incorporating into your life as your life is at this time. There was a period of of my life when many of my disciples had young children. And it was just we were all going through that, I guess. I didn't have young children, but they did. And a common theme is that they would say, I can't meditate as much. I can't meditate. I'm only able to meditate when I'm in the shower. The only time I have to have any privacy at all is I go sit in the bathtub. And again and again and again, I would have to say, it's okay. Take your mantra, take your affirmation, take your loving kindness throughout your day. How can you carry your spiritual life? Well, the spiritual life is the turning from all of that which is external and turning internally, turning inward. Taking the time to hold your awareness above your everyday mind and say, now, what is happening in here? What's happening in here? What can I see? What can I be aware of that's happening in there? Well, when my daughter got up this morning and she did not want to go to school because she was tired and she wanted to sleep in, what did I do? Was I kind? Was my voice kind? Was I harsh? Did I say, come on, get up, get up, get up, let's go, let's go, let's go, come on, you're late, hurry up? When my son was dawdling because he wanted to play, was I rough? Was I rough? Not harsh, but irritated, perhaps. How do I do it better? How do I communicate better? How can I be more kind in my speech, in my approach, in how I am living? Now, maybe you don't have children that are young that you have to worry about. Maybe your field of practice is the people that you work with or the people that you encounter through your life. All the same, doesn't matter. The quest is to say, how can I be of greater help to them? How can I be of greater service to them as they need, not as I would like to be it, as they need, as it will be helpful to them, not as it is helpful to me, not as I think, and I shouldn't say it that way. You must discern what you think they need. Do the best as you can to discern what the other needs. Most of the time, they need you to listen. Most of the time, people need to be seen. They need to be heard. They need you to listen to them. Ask yourself, somebody's talking to you. Is your mind so busy with what you're going to say next that you can't hear them, that you cannot respond to them? Soften it, soften it, soften it. Let go of the worries of the future and be present now. Be present with what is needed at this moment and become an ever greater blessing Softening the personality. Soften the ego. You're driving on the expressway. Oh, this is a good one. Or you're driving down the street. And the person behind you is in a hurry. It's all right. Find a place and pull over and let them go. You don't have to be the first every place. You don't have to rush so much. So often when we're driving down the street and somebody is going really fast, or you can psychically feel them behind you just pushing, pushing, pushing. And you get to the stoplight, you've let them go by, you get to the stoplight, they're sitting waiting, But what have you done? You've backed off and you've said, okay, fine. Please go ahead. Not, oh, you son of a gun, get out of my way, or oh, you son of a gun, you go on. No. It must be important for you to go first. Same thing in the grocery store, the dry cleaners, and wherever you're going, be aware of the people around you. And you will find that many of them are in a hurry. And you might well be in a hurry also. But try to step aside for a moment and let them go first. You will be amazed at what happens to your consciousness. This small act carrying through your day. Pick up the piece of paper on the floor. Help carry the bag. Hold the door for someone. Greet people with a smile of kindness. Ask how they're doing. And listen. Listen to what they have to say about how they're really doing. That, my beloved, is a spiritual path. And forgive them. Be understanding when people make a mistake, when they do something that hurts you or offends you. And forgive them. Forgive them. For you too have made mistakes. It's so much easier to forgive than it is to blame the other. It's so much easier to forgive than it is to be upset with the other, to hold them accountable for their actions, if you will. Yeah. And you know what I'm talking about. You understand that there are times when the mind holds on. I'm going to grasp it, I'm going to grasp it, I'm going to grasp it. But we need to hold on to the light, to see the light that is within us as that wind whips through our lives. The wind, which is the emotionality, the emotions that rise and fall in the mind. That's the wind, my beloved, that's going to blow out your spiritual life. Don't let that happen. You can't lose it. It may look to you like you've put it down, but you can't lose your spiritual life. You may put it down for a while. It may take you a while to pick it up, but you can't lose it. Not if you're on the path. Once you've stepped on the path, you won't lose it. Now, if you're hearing me, and you feel that somehow you have made a boo-boo. I sound like my guru. you've made a mistake. You've done something or failed to do something. Probably this is the better. Failed to do something that you feel you should have done. You think you should have, but you haven't. What is to be done? What happens when you feel that you should have done something, but you didn't? Oftentimes the feeling of shame arises. Her mother died, her father died. I should have sent a note. I should have said I was sorry. I saw them. I didn't want to face that. Oh, they're sick. I didn't say anything. Oh, I should have. I should have. I should have. I should have. And a feeling of shame arises. And the shame stops you from doing what you want to do. It stops you from giving. It stops you from your spiritual happiness. It stops you from happiness. Let go of it. Learn to look at the omissions, if you will, or the missteps of your life and say, well, I didn't do that so well. Next time I'm going to do it better. Next time I'm going to do it better. And then next time, do it better. It's simple. And if you fall, stand up again and again and again and again. You are a part of life. You are goodness. From goodness, only goodness can come. Yeah, we are here in these human bodies, beautiful human bodies, and we have the tendencies of emotionality that rise in the mind of the human body. That's all right. Balance them, balance them, balance them, balance them, balance them. And weave your spiritual practices through every day of your life. And now, my beloved, I would like to go into meditation with you, that we might once again lift and share our blessings with all life. I thank you for your blessings. I thank you for your presence at our Sunday Sangha. It is very meaningful. You make a difference. You and your presence make a difference. Namaste. Namaskar. Sitting with your spine erect, place your hands in the Om Mudra and turn your head to the left with a double exhalation. Bring the head back to the center and begin to watch the breath. Using the sipping breath, draw the energy from the limbs of the body to the trunk of the body. From the trunk of the body, draw the energy into the spinal column. From the base of the spine, move the energy up to the sun center. And now move that golden ball of light out in front of you and sweep it around to the left, encasing your entire being in golden light. And do this 3 times. And now ascend as high as you are able. Above the room, above the building, ascend to the high place. Finding yourself in the high place of meditation. You see in front of you a mountain. A path leads you up the mountain into the forest. You hear the Om ascend, walking along the path. You come to a clearing. The light is brilliant. There's a high mountain meadow filled with grasses and mountain flowers. Walk through the meadow. On the other side of the meadow, return to the forest. It is the high mountain forest. Pine trees. Smell the pine as you ascend. Again, you see a brilliant light in front of you. The path opens to a clearing. There's a shrine awaiting you. It has been built just for you. Enter the shrine and breathe in the light. Walking to the back of the shrine, you see a pool of light. Enter that pool. Feel all of the old dissolving away as you walk into the pool. Walk through the pool to the waterfall of light. Feel the golden dewdrops pouring down upon your crown center. All of the colors that you need. washing away the karmas, washing away the heaviness. Breathe in the light. Feel the light pouring over your being, through your being, into every cell of your essence. Walk forth from the light. Feel yourself vivified and strengthened. Feel new clothing upon your being. Breathe in the blessings of the shrine. As you leave the shrine, return to your high place of meditation. Call upon your Ishta Devata to join you, your chosen form of the divine. Together, as we sit with our Ishta Devatas, let us send forth our blessings. Most beloved and precious Ishta, O ye powers that be, join with us as we send forth our blessings to those in need. As we chant the Om mantra, radiate that light. First to Mother Gaia, that she be blessed. Feel the light pouring down upon her, radiating forth to all of the places that it is needed. Om. Om. And now to all of those beings upon Mother Gaia, send forth our blessings to all of those whose hearts are hardened, whose hearts are hardened with anger, with fear, with resentment, with emotions that cloud their seeing. May this karma of the hardened hearts be dissolved, that they might see clearly and live with ever greater compassion and wisdom. Om. 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 For all of those whose bodies are sick, who are in need of support and help, may they have that which they need. May they see that which needs to be done. May the karma be softened. Om. 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 For those souls who are leaving the earth plane at this moment, may they remember their good deeds. May their path be cleared. May the way be eased. May they have that which they need. May they remember their goodness. Om. 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 And for those beloved souls who are coming to the earth plane, may their incarnation be blessed. Om. 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 O ye powers that be, join with us. Pour forth thy blessings upon the earth plane, upon all the souls upon the earth. That the imbalances be balanced, that the hurts be healed, that the lessons of the earth plane be learned, that we might be kinder, more compassionate, wiser, and non-violent. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat Om. Aham Brahmasmi. As we close our meditation, feel the golden light pouring down upon your crown center, pouring down upon your spinal column, surrounding you with a blanket and blessing of healing light, of the energy to lift, to uplift, to find the hope and the courage that you need, to walk with ever greater joy upon your spiritual path. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. It is a joy to share this meditation with you. You have my deepest respect, my love, and my gratitude. Namaste, Ji. Thank you. Thank you for your blessings.